these problems are coming from. You see somebody absent-minded, children, individuals, matured being human being, taking dustbin to cover where they are not supposed to cover. If you ask, they'll say the government has to come and do it for them. You can see the good road creating in Maraba-Nyanyana. Some people are not really happy about it, but the government is trying to give out its best. You understand? And if you go there, even though they give you water or anything to take in that place because of the smell and some irrigations like that, you cannot even
All right,
come
Mr.
across
Kelvin, this morning you've made us understand that for us to be able to reduce the impact of flooding in our society, the bulk of the work goes to the habitat of this particular environment. So my question is, okay, before I ask my question, there is this very famous quote that became famous just about a month ago by a basketballer. He said, you're allowed to think about the worst case scenario, but do something about it, right? Climate change might come with lots of damages. And you know this forehand because we have some people who are dedicating their lives to studying climate and making their predictions. And like you mentioned, these predictions, these messages, this information have been passed early. But quite unfortunate that we don't get to do anything about it. So this morning, I want everyone to understand that there is a role they have to play. Now, you this morning are not putting so much blame on the government. You're putting the bulk of the blame to the people who are living in these respective societies that floods are being affected. Now, this morning, please let me know what percentage should be accrued to the people. Should it be 80 to the people and 20 to the government on what they need to do to curb the menace of flooding in our society?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I believe the thing has to be 50-50.
Or 50-50.
The 50-50 is good. One, the government has to provide maintenance on these drainages so that they will know that adequate work have been done. If you have opportunity to go to the Abuja Stadium, you find out that some things are not really going well there, you understand, because the drainages and everywhere are blocked, you understand. But the citizen, do well every weekend to engage yourself by coming out. I do that in my society, and people know me for that. The day I travel out or I'm not in town, the people miss me. Because I will knock at your door and say, come out, let's clean. Let's do something to make sure the environment is conducive for everybody staying in the society. This climate change we're talking about now, it might affect us. But before it comes, we are prepared.
We have to do something about it.
We have to do something about it. So helping us to keep the society clean is human. The government cannot do all for you.
So like you say, you yourself, Mr. Kelvin, you go out
every weekend
to keep your
society clean because of my children and the e-health. So these things are smelling.
So we can say that the civil engineer on the show this morning is leading by example.
Thank you, sir.
So I mean, when I was growing up, I don't see that often in where I stay in Apo, and I think because people staying there, they're well-to-do people. They find the possible best to keep the place clean, so I don't get